sitting at home, watching your favorite television show, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. The time is 11:59. During one of the best headline sketches you've heard in months, the television turns to fuzz. You frantically switch between stations, hoping to find something on, but they're all blank. You look outside, but the weather is fine. So, why is the television not working? But this is no accident or a conspiracy. The day is February 17th, 2009. The time is 12 midnight. And this is the day that analog over-the-air broadcast will become obsolete. The Consumer Electronic Association estimates that 32.7 million people will experience very similar situations to this because they still have analog televisions and receive over-the-air broadcasts. By reading the Digital Television Transition and Public Safety Act of 2005, as well as articles related to its implementations, I hope to explain the benefits of the digital transition and who it will affect. First, I need to explain to you the basics of analog over-the-air broadcasts. You receive analog broadcasts by way of over-the-air antenna. You are receiving a signal that was sent by a transmission tower from a station. Now this signal is a frequency that is measured in hertz and carries with it data such as audio and video. There are certain ranges of frequencies specified for such things as AM, FM radio, as well as digital and analog television. But the government feels that it is time for analog television to stop being broadcast and for the country to go digital. So why exactly is the government forcing 32.7 million people as well as the broadcast stations to switch over to digital? They feel that there are three reasons for this. The first is to benefit the expansion of frequencies used by emergency personnel. Now this consists of fire, police, and rescue personnel, and this will be used for communication. The second is to sell the remaining analog spectrum in order to reimburse the government for the money that is being spent in order to help aid the transition for not only the consumers, but also the television stations themselves. The third is to provide a better television experience for the viewer. Now, digital television allows for the broadcast of high-definition material, as well as surround sound and the ability to multicast. Now, multicasting means that a station can simultaneously cast multiple programs on the same frequency. An example would be in my hometown of Evansville, Indiana, where station 25.1 shows the main program, while 25.2 shows the weather as well as public service announcements. All this is done within the same frequency of one analog television signal. Now that you know why the government is forcing the transition to digital, I will explain who exactly it will affect. Now, if you have a television like this one, which has a digital tuner, or get your television through a cable or satellite provider, you will most likely not need to do anything come this date. Because the provider will go through all the hassle of upgrading their equipment to accept the digital signal. But it's still highly recommended for you to contact your provider in order to determine whether or not you need to upgrade anything. But if you are one of the 32.7 million people who do not have a cable or satellite provider and receive your television through analog over-the-air broadcast and have an analog tuner, you have two choices. And that is either to go out and buy a new television or go and get a digital to analog converter box. Thankfully, the government has set aside a program in order to help the transition, and this is that the government is allowing each household to have up to two $40 coupons that can be used in order to purchase a digital to analog converter. Now these converters can be purchased at any digital any electronic retail store for between $50 and $75. In order to see if you're eligible to receive any of these coupons, they have set aside a website, www.dtv.gov. Now, the Digital Television Transition and Public Safety Act of 2005 will affect millions of television viewers. Thankfully, the government has set aside money in order to help the viewers as well as the stations transition smoothly into the digital age. So if all goes well, come February 17th, 2009, you will be able to have an uninterrupted evening of television viewing.